Alright, hey, it's Mega here, and this is a video where, in the interest of science, we're trying to figure out how heavy the FarDriver ND84680 controller is. Alright, it's basically a 680 phase amp controller, okay, versus the EBMX X-9000 version 2 controller. Okay, guys, I've never seen a version 1 before, so okay, so they've both got their associated harnesses with them. The X-9000 doesn't have the 12-volt harness with it, okay, guys, but it's got the QS138 harness. So basically both of these controllers are set up so they can use a QS138. All right, more specifically, what I'm using is a QS138 V3 H70 or something like that. All right, I think I got it backwards. Okay, so let's figure out how heavy these are. All right, so what the weight penalty is from going from the FarDriver to the X-9000. Hayes Mega's trying to figure out. Okay, so here's the FarDriver controller. Okay, the FarDriver controller is 4 pounds 10.4 ounces. All right. Oh, that's what the USB dongle. I don't have the USB dongle on this one, by the way, guys. It's not on there right now, but it's fine. Doesn't weigh much. Okay. Trying to get this all on here. Put the harness on top of it. Wow, it's a big boy, guys. All right. So it's 7 pounds 8.8 ounces. All right. So it is almost twice as heavy as the FarDriver controller, guys. Alright, is 4 pounds going to make a difference with the weight of the bike? I hope not, alright, guys. But I'm mounting it in a place where it's central on the bike. I don't think it'll affect the CG all that much, is what I'm going to say, okay? At least that, you know. But yeah, there it is, okay? So that's the difference between the FarDriver controller and the X-9000 controller. Alright, there's quite a bit more components with the X-9000 controller, but we're not gonna go over that. Right, just basically the controller and the harness, right? And yeah, the X-9000 is almost double the weight. However, it does have a DC-DC converter function on it. Also, it can push more phase amps. I think it's rated for 1,000 phase amps, but I've never got it to push more than 800. It won't let me. So I think you need like a special password to do that. Okay. The X-9000 is definitely a much more expensive controller. Also, by the way, this FarDriver 680 controller is I think it's $200, where the X-9000 is like $1,200. Right? I think it's the MSRP on it, and they don't even give you all the harnesses for it anymore. So. Okay, guys, so there you go. I hope this was a educational and entertaining video. That's how much a FarDriver controller weighs compared to an X-9000. Okay, more specifically the FarDriver ND680. All right, ND84680 controller. All right, because it's 80. The 84 is the 84. It means it's 84 volts. Okay, the X-9000 can run multiple voltages. Okay. Okay, thanks for watching. Hayes Big out. Alright, so here's a little bonus clip. Alright, so the X-9000 has a built-in DC-DC converter, and this is a not built-in one. Okay, it's an external one. This is the one that came off the bike, and it weighs 10 ounces. Alright, I think almost like a pound. Alright, so we save some weight by not having to have this guy on there. Okay? Alright, cool. Okay, also, we removed this controller and we put the EBMX controller, alright? So we found out from I made a separate video on the weight and everything, alright? But spoilers, guys, alright? If you didn't watch that video, this controller weighs about almost 4 pounds, alright? The X-9000 controller weighs almost 8 pounds, so it weighs double, alright? But the DC-DC converter weighs about 10 ounces, so that's almost like a pound, so we took this off, and we're going to use the built-in one on the X-9000. We can always put this back on too, so that's a good thing. So I might hang on to it. I'm not sure, or just sell it to whoever is going to use this controller. Okay, so that's another thing. I can sell this controller and the DC converter and get some of the money back for the X-9000. All right, this guy right here. Okay, because that controller was not cheap. Okay, a lot of the costs associated with this bike went into that controller and into the batteries. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's the scoop. All right. For what it's worth, it was a decent controller. So I want to say it was an impressive power output and all that stuff. Okay, especially with the 84-volt battery. All right.